Tampa. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Love now to pass on first down. Buying time to his left. And his first pass is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Being chased out left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now,
and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he is all the way up past the 25. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now a first down carry by Jones.
It's sad they pay me.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this is no ordinary run after the catch. This is supersized right here. He's able to look it in, turn upfield, and then it's as simple as looking for the area where the defenders aren't. And then he outruns them all the way to the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's
on the first
better.
drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Wise. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and it's now 21-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 21-0 our score after 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Chargers.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
We gonna shut.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play since. Steps away to his left. Going for it all. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. McCann for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be... Oh, a strip! The ball comes out!
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. A give to Jones. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Derek Brown in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, Love. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Play fake. Here's Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. McCann now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's the 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Bucs are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
7 yards to pick up there.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
McCann's got it teed up. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Second and 1. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. They tried to throw on second down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, Love. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it